Having lit up the film festival circuit last year, Caye Casas' bleak and disturbing domestic nightmare finally gets a UK digital release from renowned distributing giant Second Sight Films, and this one is a tough but enthralling watch. David Pareja stars as Jesus, a new father who feels like he's been pushed to the side a little by his wife Maria in the wake of the birth of their new child. Admittedly, he never gets a say in anything in their relationship anymore, and didn't even have a choice when it came to the name of their newborn. But that changes today, and as they decide which coffee table they're going to buy for their new apartment, Jesus sort of puts his foot down, and with the help of a strangely determined but unreliable salesman, he sets his sights on a rather ugly glass table held up by two obtuse golden statues underneath. Maria isn't a fan, and Jesus isn't even sure if he's a fan either, but this is his decision to make, and he's sticking with it. After setting the coffee table up, and after yet another brief argument, Maria heads out to the store for a much needed break from her baby and her husband, but what happens while she's away is unthinkable. The coffee table is a profoundly distressing and viscerally tense film to watch, even from the opening scene, which is laced with dark comical undertones up until the moment the incident occurs, and even more so in the aftermath of the unspeakable, horrifying event. It's a film that grabs you by the throat and keeps you on the edge of your seat throughout. I was aware of its shock value going in, but was expecting lots of blood and gore or something full of animalistic brutality that would make me turn away, but what I got was something so much more anxiety-inducing, which made me shiver and squirm. It's not brutal or ultra-violent. In fact, it's the film's simplicity and taut narrative that helps shape the hauntingly grim atmosphere and purposely slow building premise. Much of this is down to how director Caye Casas decides to film the subjects in the apartment building. It's mostly one location with just a few rooms, and Casas creates a real sense of claustrophobia. The apartment isn't particularly small by any means. However, the nature of the horrible accident that we know has happened and that is being hidden from his wife paralyses Jesus, and so much of the remainder of the film after the incident is Jesus just trying to survive in what feels like an increasingly suffocating environment. The use of unusual camera angles, blurred imagery, and extreme close-ups only adds to the disconcertment. It's excruciating to watch at times and gets even worse when his brother and new girlfriend arrive for lunch. The subplot involving a 13-year-old girl who resides on the next floor adds to the almost nauseating experience. And it helps when the cast are all on point. Pareja and De Los Santos are both pretty incredible. The characters clearly still love each other, but both actors play them with such versatility that it's easy to believe in their shared toxicity. They're a couple who've had a baby and perhaps weren't quite prepared for the changes that would happen in their lives, and that all comes out in Pareja and De Los Santos' performance. Both Jesus and Maria are fairly unlikable characters in the beginning, but still genuinely relatable, which makes their sad downfall powerfully uncomfortable to witness. The coffee table is grim and upsetting and will no doubt be triggering to some, but it's an absolutely captivating watch.